Hello, dear students. Welcome to history class. Myself, Balgopal Meher, lecturer in history, UN College Noloya, Mayurbhanj. Topic is Saint Kabir. Bhakti movement started in Hinduism in the early medieval India. It can be traced back to the 9th century AD. That was inaugurated by Adi Shankaracharya from South India. It continued up to 16th century AD by a number of Hindu devotees, preachers and religious reformers. The earliest reformer in South was Adi Shankaracharya, who had a unique success. The other propounders were Ramanuja, Nimbarka, Madhavacharya, Vallabhacharya, Ramananda, Namadeva, Chaitanya, Mirabai, Tulsidas, Surdas, Kabir, Eknath, Tukaram, etc. We shall discuss about Saint Kabir, a prominent propounder of Bhakti movement. Kabir, life history. The years of Kabir's birth and death are unclear. Some historians favor 1414 AD to 1518 AD as the period Kabir lived. According to a prevailing legend, he was born to a Brahmin widow who left him by the side of a pond in Banaras. Baby Kabir was picked up and then raised by a Muslim weaver Niru and his wife Nima. They could not provide him with formal education as they were very poor. From his childhood, Kabir had a spiritual bent of mind. In the latter years, he became the disciple of the great Saint Ramananda in Uttar Pradesh. At the same time, he followed the profession of his foster father as a weaver and led a family life after his marriage to a lady probably named Dhanya. In spite of this, his deep interest in religious affairs attracted many people. Both Hindus and Muslims became his followers, who were later known as Kabirpanthis. His oral sermons were anthologized by his disciples into a book named Bijaka. Kabir composed simple hymns in Hindi in the honor of Almighty. The hymns called Doha became extremely popular because of their lyrical beauty and simplicity of ideas. Kabir took his last breath in 1518 AD. After his death, his Muslim and Hindu disciples each demanded a proper handling of his dead body by their own traditions, Hindu cremation and Muslim burial. Accidentally, the sheet from his body was opened and Kabir's body was missing, but a bunch of flowers was appeared in that place. With this miracle, the fighting was resolved. Hindu disciples took some flowers and went to Banaras for cremation. Muslim disciples took and buried the flowers in Maghar of Gorakhpur district, Uttar Pradesh. Teaching of Kabir. The teaching of Kabir was very simple. He preached his teachings among the people in Hindi in the form of short poems called as Doha. Love was main teaching of Kabir. He spread the simplest message of love which would unite all castes and creeds in an unbreakable bond of fraternity. Belief in one God, monotheism. Prayers of a single God was the central part of his teachings. According to him, Ram Rahim, Govind Allah, Brahma Khuda were names of the same God. God is unlimited, endless, pure, omniscient, and omnipotent. So, he was neither found in temples nor in mosques, neither in Banaras nor in Mecca, but only in the heart of a true devotee. The following Doha of Kabir reflects these ideas. I am neither in temple nor in mosque, neither am I in rites and ceremonies, nor yoga, nor in renunciation. Your Lord is near. Faith in Guru. Kabir laid more emphasis to a teacher or Guru than the God, because Guru alone can show the right path, light of knowledge for the realization of God. He also advised to accept teacher as the incarnation of God. This idea is described in his Doha as Guru Gobind Do Khode काके लागू पाए, बलिहारी गुरु अपने गोविंद दियो बताए। Path of devotion, bhakti. According to him, the only path to attain God is the path of devotion or bhakti. With pure thought and a pure heart, one can devote himself towards God. No formal rites or rituals are required. However, the devotee should surrender himself completely at the feet of God to receive his blessings. Soul or Atma. According to him, soul was life, breath, and knowledge. It was a part of the ultimate knowledge. The soul itself was the creation, and it also was the creator. It was also the knowledge and the knowledgeable. The soul was the creator of all things. It also was the destroyer. In his opinion, cows may be of different colors, but milk was the same. Salvation or liberation was another contention of Kabir. Liberation implied freedom from the pangs of life and death. Liberation, according to him, was a state of fearlessness. By citing an example, he said, just as water flows out of a hole in a pot and mixes with the outside. Similarly, after death, the individual soul moves out of the gross body to merge with the cosmic soul. Impermanence of the world. According to Kabir, all living and non-living things like insects, animals, trees, rivers, mountains, and human beings are only temporary, and all would cease to exist someday. He advised his followers not to be worried for the death of something which was bound to die. Against idol worship. He did not believe in idol worship. He was also against the performance of rituals and superstitions or pilgrimage to the holy places. Against the caste system. Kabir strongly denounced the caste system. He said that there should be no discrimination on the basis of caste. He rejected the authority of both the Veda and the Quran. He laid great emphasis on the equality of man. Kabir was the great pioneer of the unity of Hindu and Muslim communities of India. His ideals were enthusiastically accepted by the people. Kabir's teachings deeply influenced the religious reform movement in medieval India. The Bhakti movement found real expression through Kabir. Thank you.